What's up, dunks? Welcome back to Sudoku Jouet. My name is Sudoku. We're doing another artisanal Sudoku. This is from volume 203. We have Big Bang Theory by Raumplaner. Normal Sudoku rules apply. We have German whispers, white Kropke, and black Kropke. Okay, so we have 1 to 9 in every row, every column, and every 3 by 3 box. Then we have German whispers. So these green lines are German whispers, and they have to be, the neighbors have to be a difference of at least 5. So if this is a 1, this could be a 6, 7, 8, or 9. If this is a 2, this could be a 7, 8, or 9, etc., etc. But it could not be, if this is a 2, this could not be a 3 or a 4. Then we have black and white Kropke. So the white Kropkes are consecutive. So if it's a 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, etc., it could not be a 1, 5, for instance. Black Kropkes have to have a 2 to 1 ratio. So it could be 1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 8, 3, 6, etc., etc. All right, let's go. So one thing about German whispers is since they have to be a difference of at least 5, 5 can never be on a German whisper, okay? So it limits the 5s to one of these two, but a 5 can also not be on a black Kropke because for it to be a 2 to 1 ratio, it would have to be paired with either 2.5 or a 10, and neither of those are Sudoku digits. So we can place the 5 here, which also places the 5 here. It'll place it there and there. So then we have 5s here. Oh, they want to do that. Want to do 5s here and here, and then I can place 5s there. Okay. So then we have another thing with German whispers is that 4 and 6 can never see their neighbor. Or 4 and 6 have to be paired with a 1 or a 9. So if it's a 4, it can only be paired with a 9. So if it's so a 4 can never, if 4's neighbors can never see each other, because if a 4 is here, these would both have to be 9s. Okay, and similarly, if this is a 6, these would both have to be 1s. So 4s and 6s can only be on the end, or somewhere like here, where the neighbors do not see each other. So this one, actually, does that have to be a 4 or 6? No, because it could be here, and then 4 and 6 could be paired there. So this doesn't have to be, but it's a good chance. Okay, interesting. Let's just do, we're just going to do the parity. So we're going to do highs and lows. We're going to do greens and oranges. Okay, so it has to be 4 and 4. Okay. So 4 are going to be above 5 and 4 are going to be below 5. And since we have the 5 right in the middle, we're good to go. All right, we're going to do 4, 4, 4, and 4. Now, I do not, actually, that's a bad idea. We're going to undo these and change the colors because we don't know. We do not know if which ones are correct or which ones are the same parity. We know 7 and 9 can never be on black Kropke either. I'm going to highlight, get rid of those. Okay, so 4 or a 6 have to be on one. So this is one of those two buts. So 4 and 6 are in one of these three, which means 1 and 9 is definitely going to be on one of those, but we just don't know which one. Because this, whatever, if this is a 4, these would both be 9s. If this is a 6, these would both be 1s. Okay, but this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, or 8. That's too many options. Okay. We can do 5s up here and then 5s down here. Okay. I don't like that. All right, so 4 and 6 have to be there. 4 and 6 have to be here, which forces the 4 and 6 down there. Okay, then 4 and 6 up there. 4 and 6 are here, which forces 4 and 6 this way and up there as well. Okay, so then we know 4 and 6 are going to be this way. Okay. Actually, I'm going to put these in the like that because they can be, but they don't have to be. Well, they have to be in these three, but they don't have to be, doesn't have to be 4 and a 6 there. I don't know. I'm going to go back to the other way. I just like the way they look in the center more. That's fine. That's fine. So this is a 3 or a 7. This is a 2, 3, or an 8. That's a 2, 3, or an 8. This is a 3. Cannot be a 5. 6 or can't be a 6, so that's going to be 3, 7. Okay. But if this is a 5, I'd have to see a 4 or 6. So yeah, that can't be a 5. Oh, sorry. Okay. Can we color those though? Those are going to be different. That's for sure. But we don't know if it's which one of those it is. We know that it can't be this one though. Because of the black crop key. This would have to be the same. Actually, no, it doesn't, because if these could be 4s, and then that could be a 2, and then that could be an 8. Okay, actually, that's not helpful whatsoever. All right, let's say that if this was a 4, then this would have to be a 9, which would put a 6 there, that'd be a 3. Force a 4 there, that would be a 6, that'd be a 7. And 4, 5 pair with a 5, 6 pair, okay. It'd be 4, 6, so then this would be forced to be 4, 6. If these are forced to be 4, 6, can we still do the puzzle? And then that, let's say, for instance, that'd be 6, 1, 8, 2, 7. That wouldn't work. Say if that's actually a 9, 3, 7, 3, 8, 2, 7. No, then the 7s are together. Okay. So I think then that this would have to be a 4. So if this is a 4, 6, then that would have to be a 4. Let's try this. If that's a 6, or if that's a 4, that would be a 9. Say 1, 8, 2, 7. No, that'd be a, do that as a 7, that'd be a 2. This would be an 8, 3. Okay, that could work. I mean, it looks like it could work to me. That'd be a 4 and a 6, so then neither of those could be. No. Because if that's... then these could not be either of them. But one of them has to be. Okay. So this cannot be a 4, 6. So one of them has to be here. I don't know. This is confusing. Okay. So let's pencil. So if those are all, then it would have to be here. So then it'd be 1 and 1, and 1 and 1. But if it's here, then it'd be like that, and then that'd be impossible. No, then these would have to go like that, and then like that. Actually, that's not too bad. That's not terrible. Okay. But let's see. So if they're like this, they'd be like that. Then they would have to go like this and like that. Okay. Can they be like this though? Yes. So what did I see earlier that... what did I see earlier that I didn't like? I don't know. I don't know what I saw. But I do know I don't like this. That's definitely a 4, 9. So this is definitely a 1 or a 9. That is definitely a 1 or a 9 as well. All right, let's test out if this, like, whatever this one is, it would have to be here, which would have to be one of those. But it could not be the orange. No, it could be. It could be. Okay. So that would work. That's it. And that would be it. 7s and 7. Okay. Not helpful. I'm not doing well today. I'm not doing well with this puzzle. So, So I'm right with the 5s, but everything else I'm all over the place with. Because we don't know that this is definitely a 4 and a 6. Right, so if that's a 4 and a 6, this would have to be the 6. This would definitely have to be the 4. 4s would be up there, 6s would be over here, 4s would be there. That's a 6, then this would be a 1, that'd be a 9, then that would be a 4, that'd be a 3. These would be 6s, that'd be a 1, that'd be a 1. This would be a 9 and a 4 with a 2. So then a 5, 6 pair, but then these, no, those are both just options. Wait. No. Those are just the options there. We don't know that that's the same. This could easily be a green. That would be then 1 and 1. I just do not know where to go with this. Actually, so we know that those two are definitely different. Because this, it's possible that it's like this. All right, is it possible? I think I've already done this, but is it possible? Yeah, it'd be possible that it'd be like that. So we don't even know that this and this are the same because they might not even be the same digits. So let's imagine this is a 4 and that's not, say this is a 4 and then, no, say that's a 4, then that'd be a 6. That's the 7. So it'd be a 3 and a 4. So then this would be a 9. That would also be a 9. Then this would have to have 7 or an 8. That'd be 7 or an 8. And then this would be 1, 2, 3. Actually, that would be the 3. And that'd be impossible because the 3 cannot go here. Okay. So this one is no longer a 4. I don't know if that's accurate, but that's what I'm going with right now. So then this cannot be a 4. So the 4s would have to go like that. If that's a 4, this would be a 9. Then these would be 1, 2, 3 triple. And then this would be 7, 8. So then that could be a 2. 7, 8. That would be a 1. That could be a 3. Which would pair that with a 6 and a 1. which would place that as a 6. It'd be a 1 and a 1. Okay, that seems to work. So the 4s are definitely this way now. Okay. So 4s are this way. So if we do those as 4s, can we do, let's figure it out over here as well. Can this be a 4? That would be a 9 and a 9. Then this would be 7, 8 and 7, 8. And then this would be 1, 2, and 3. 4, 9. That could be 3, 8, and 1, and 7. No, this would have to be the 9. No, this would have, Yeah, okay. So this is not a 4. So then that's not a 4. Okay, so if my logic is correct, the 4s are going to be like that. That's a 6. This would be a 1. That'd be a 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3. That could be a 3, a 2 with a 8 and a 7. And then that could be a 3 paired with a 9, which would put that as a 4. Put that as a 3, 4, then that would be a 9. Then this would be a 4, 6 up here. That would be a 7, 8. This would be a 1, 2, 3. Okay. Actually, that would be a 7. So that would, this one would have to be the 3. So this one would have to be the 8. And then 1 and 2 both work there. But if that's a 3, then this would be a 7, that'd be a 6. 3 and 7, which would force that to be a 4. This would have to be an 8 or a 9. And that all works. Okay, so this could be a 6. Can this be a 6? Those would be 1s. Be a 2, 3. And then this would be a 7, 8, 9. That would be a 4. Okay. So then this would have to be the 6, which would pair 1s there. So that'd be 2, 3. And that would be 7, 8, 9. But that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. Okay. So I'm going to remove this as an option for 6, which forces the 6 up there, so removes that 6. Okay. I don't know that I'm doing the right thing right now. But now I'm just trying to get I'm standing up, but my watch is telling me that I'm not standing up right now. So, all right, let's try this. Can this be a 6? That's a 6. This would be a 1 and a 1. So then that's 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. This would be 2, 3, 2, 3. No, wrong. I did those backwards. That would be a 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. That'd be a, that could not be a 4. That'd be a 2, 3. Okay. There we go. Says I stood up. Okay, good. I'm okay with that being a 6. Can this be a 6 though? That's a 6. Has to be paired with a 1. 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 2, 3. So then that has to be the 4. If that's a 2, 3, then this one would have to be a 9. That'd be 4. No, this would have to be a 6, 1. Hang on, how would that work? All right, I'm back. I had to get my charger. Okay, so how would this work down here? So this, if I'm accurate, this one cannot be a 6. So the 6s are now up there. So this would be a 6. That's a 4, which is the only option for a 4 is now there, which would be paired with a 9. Okay, again, I don't know that I'm accurate, but I'm going for it. So this is now 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. That'll be a 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. So this has to be a 6 paired with a, wait, no, that could be a 6. And then this is whatever, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. No, this could not be a 6. So this is the 6. That's going to be a 7 with a 3 and a 4. So that'll be a 6. No, that's impossible because that'd be paired with a 3. Oh, okay. Ooh, oh, whoopsie daisy. Okay. Hang on a minute. Should I be looking at this? If this is a 6, this would be a 3, and then that would have to be a 4. And then, oh my goodness, in half an hour. That's got to be a 4. So that's going to be a 6, 7. So then this is not a 3. I mean, I don't know if how much that actually helps, but so then we know that the 7s are going to be over here. And then the 7s will be over here. So it's now a 4, 5 pair and then a 5, 6 pair. So this is now 2, 3, or 8. Because if that's a 6, that could definitely still be a 3. that's a 7. This could be an 8. This cannot be a 6 anymore. So 6s are here. 4s are there. So that should be a 4, 6, 7 triple now. I don't know if that's accurate, but I'm going with it. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 8, 9. So this is now a 3 or an 8. Okay, so down here we have 2 high. Wait, we have 3 high, 3, 6. We have 2 high, 2 low. And so then, butts. 2 high and 2 low. Okay. So one, no, not right. My thinking was incorrect. I'm curious what about this puzzle my brain is not understanding. Because I'm sure I'm going to post this and then somebody will be like, oh, finished in 11 minutes. And I'm over here taking 32 and I've got like 6 digits placed. 7 digits, but still close enough. All right, so if this is a 6, these are both 1s, which would force that to be a 6. That would be a 7, that'd be a 4. That's now a 9. This would be a 6 and a 4. That 9 would then be against 1, 2, 3. No, that would not work. So these have to be the same. Okay, so this cannot be a 4. If my logic is correct, it has to go like this. So that has to go against a 1. So that'd be a 6 and a 4. So then this is an 8, 9 pair. This is going to be that's going to be 2, 3. And then 8 and 9 can work on both of those. Okay. So this can only be a 1 or a 2. That's 7, 8, 9. Okay. Twos are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. 1, 2, 8, 9, 3. Okay, so this is going to be the same parity. So these are all going to be lows. So this cannot be a 1. So that has to be a 9 paired with a 4. High, high, high. So those are, this has to be low. So it's going to be an 8, 9, 2, 8, 9. Puts that as a 3. Delete that 4. This is now a 1, 3. And then this is a 2, 7, 8. So that has to be the 2. And then this is a 7, 8 pair, which puts that as a 2. 2, okay. Man, I don't know what about this puzzle got me messed up, but boy, am I messed up. Okay. So this has to go up. So this is 6, 7, or 8. Okay, so these are going to be the same parity. Oh, there we go. I'm going to delete that. Okay, so those are all low, which means there can only be one more low. Okay, so the pinks are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to be a 1, which places this as a 6. That's now a 1. So then we have a 4 and an 8. So it'll be a 3 here. That has to be paired with a... Okay. This has to be a 6. That's going to be a 5, 6. 5 there, 6 here. So we have a 4, 5. That's a 5 as well. Ones can only see... No, 6s can only see 1s. 1s can see 8, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Okay. So that forces a 4 and a 6. Make that 5. So this is now a 7, 8, or 9. 7, 8, 9. This is an 8. 7s can only see 2s. This is going to be an 8. 8s are there. 2s are here. Wow. So this is a 7, 9 as well. 2, 7, 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Okay. So 1s are down here. 2s are here. So forces that to be a 3, 2. That has to be the 7, and then that's the 9 now. Okay, delete that 7. So this is a 2, 8 pair. 1, 2. This is a 3, which forces that to be an 8 and a 2. Forces that to be a 9. That's a 7. That'll be a 1. So that's a 1, 3. That's now a 1. 9. That has to be a 4 paired with an 8. That's a 6. So that's now an 8. So this would be a 7, 9. It's a 5 and a 6. That's a 7. This will be a 3. That'll be a 2. So that's a 2. Okay. 7 there, 2 there. That's going to be a 9 and a 7. That's a 9. That's going to be a 4 with a 1. 3 here and a 5 here. Oh my goodness, 40 minutes and 5 seconds. That was so long. I just could not connect that the German whisperer, and the German whispers just messed me up real bad that time. Just real bad. Oh my goodness, so bad.